In 2016, it seems as if you turn on the TV or open your internet browser, you learn about a new horrific shooting. Of course, it isn't new anymore. It's too common now. There is no doubt we could blame this on the shrinkage of the world, a direct result from social media. What is the answer to all of these shootings? Is it gun restrictions? Should we ban firearms altogether? That seems to be an increasing trend around us. The left, more often than not, call for more gun laws. I won't beat the dead horse and argue against gun control, although that's not beneath me. There's more problems in this world than guns. Gambling addiction can ruin your life. Becoming obese can endanger your life. Drug addiction can ruin your life. We could spend all day listing self-directed actions that could ruin your life. This isn't even including outside factors. You could get sick from going out in public. This isn't to scare you. You took a risk to go outside in the wind, in the sun, and you took a risk to go around people. As a result, you have exposed yourself to many factors that can and will harm you when given the chance. Does that mean you should throw away someone in prison for not using hand sanitizer every 20 minutes? Should you throw someone in prison for smoking a joint? It may seem like a timeout or a small jail sentence will change the world, but is that really the answer? You can write and pass a law with good intention to restrict something or to restrict a certain action to protect society. You can ban natural and synthetic drugs. You could ban guns and gambling. You could even write some sort of law to force companies to exclude fat and sugar, making food taste worse, so it has fewer calories if you really wanted to end obesity. You could impose caloric restriction laws. You could ban certain foods altogether. These laws will be wrapped up in moral and good intentions. Is it really moral to control someone, though? Is it moral to restrict people from partaking in an action that you don't agree with? No one forces individuals to overeat. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. If you make drugs illegal, you make it harder for drug abusers to get honest help that won't further ruin their lives. It's immoral to jail someone for spending their money how they please. No one forces individuals to overeat. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. If you make drugs illegal, you make it harder for drug abusers to get honest help that won't further ruin their lives. It's immoral to jail someone for spending their money how they please. If I go out in public, there may be a risk of me becoming a victim of gun crime. There may be a risk I could get robbed at gunpoint. I could even witness a crime. We can all agree that shootings are horrendous and atrocious. Yes, I want mass shootings and other gun crimes to stop. But I don't want my freedom taken from me. The government isn't my mom. I can make my own choices. I want to have the option of self-preservation. If I own a gun, will it protect me from a crime? Will I change the outcome of a mass shooting? There's no way I can know. What I do know, however, is at the very least I have a chance if I can carry. If the pendulum swings in the direction of my own self-preservation, I want to have that option that allows the pendulum to swing. Even if the swing is insignificant and it doesn't matter, I still want the freedom to have that option. Taking away my chance of survival, taking away what could be the only defensive tactical advantage I have that could make a difference for myself and for others around me, is not a moral argument. I want the freedom to have a choice to save my own life and to save others. Even if that chance is barely increased, I'd rather have my freedom. I don't want my food limited to stifle out obesity. At that point, you are punishing everyone else for some people's decisions. Someone else being overweight or unhealthy isn't because I ate a cheeseburger. Could I get fat by overeating? Yes. Could I overeat? Yes. If I choose to indulge in sweets or any other food, no one else should be punished because I didn't have self-control. No one should face restrictions due to me not taking it upon myself to count calories. I want to be able to choose to overindulge in food if I choose. That's my right. I would have voluntarily given money to a business that supplies me with food that I want. That's my freedom. I get to choose what I want to eat. I get to choose how often I want to eat. I would be okay with facing the consequences of losing my own money, acquired from my own labor, just so as long as I am the reason why I lost it. It is my money. If I want to bet, that is my right. No one else is entitled to the fruits of my labor. Do I risk mismanagement or falling into a deficit? Yes, that is a consequence of freedom. I want to make my own decisions. I want to be free. Yes, you will face consequences as a result of freedom. That is my choice. I want to choose how I live. What's wrong with that? Me overindulging in food doesn't pose someone else the same threats I'll face. Me gambling doesn't make someone else lose money. My gun won't kill innocent people. Should you throw someone in prison for not using hand sanitizer every 20 minutes? No. Should you throw someone in prison for smoking a joint? No. Is it really moral to control someone? No. Is it moral to restrict people from partaking in an action that you don't agree with? No. I would be okay with facing the consequences of my freedom. My freedom. Every day I get in my car to visit family, to go to the store, to go to work, or just to travel along the countryside. I risk getting in a car accident. I risk injury. Here's the thing. I saved money to put a down payment on my car. I invested money into my car. I put in a new stereo. I bought some road tunes. I bought new tires so I could continue to drive safe. To be honest, I also bought new tires so my car could look a tad bit nicer. I spend money driving my car. I spend money cleaning my car. That is my choice. I bought myself a car to travel around town faster. However, there is a risk to all of this freedom I have. I could wreck my car and lose all of that investment. The stereo, the tires, even the car itself is something I risk losing. Like I said before, a fatal crash, a consequence of my own free will, could put my life in danger. Yet, it scares me more if someone takes away my freedom to drive than the risks of driving itself. It scares me more to lose my freedom than the consequences of having too much freedom.